My wife's smart scale exposed her lover and the $100,000 secret debt. My phone buzzes at 6:12 a.m. Congrats, Maya. Plus 3.7 pounds muscle overnight. I blink. Overnight? Unless she bench pressed a refrigerator in her sleep. That's impressive. I chuckle, screenshot it, send a dang Hulk text, and then my stomach goes cold. The app shows a weigh-in from another city. Same profile photo, same name. Wrong Wi-Fi, wrong geotag, right in the middle of her early gym day. Quick thought I don't like. What if the machine knows something I won't admit? I didn't think my wife was cheating. I thought our scale was broken. I was half right. So I breathe and decide. Audit the data, not the marriage. The house of shared passwords. We used to be that couple people hated for being synchronized. Shared grocery lists, synced calendars, a passwords doc titled "Please don't hack us, we're soft." I made coffee. She alphabetized the spice rack. 2 people, 1 brain cell, set to vibrate. Then she announced she'd found a trainer named Jax. Of course his name was Jax. Not Jack. Not Jackson. Jax. Like a protein shake that became sentient and learned Canva. Suddenly, we had late sessions, recovery showers, and I'm locking my phone because the gym changed their privacy policy. Meanwhile, my lock screen was a plant care schedule. We were not the same. At first, it was little things. Our smart scale, because obviously we bought the one that tells you your body fat, your hydration, and your moral alignment, started logging 2 body types under her profile. Monday, Maya weighed 134 with 28% body fat. Thursday, Maya weighed 188 with the bone density of a forklift. I'm not judging anyone's numbers. I'm judging the Marvel transformation between breakfast and leg day. Bluetooth got weird too. The app listed Maya's iPhone, and then Maya's iPhone. 3 clones. Either she learned to replicate or someone else was stepping on with her login. I joked, "Babe, your phone's multiplying like rabbits." She laughed the way people laugh when you almost trip them. Haha, you're silly. Translation. This topic is now a fenced-off national park. I told myself to relax. People gain water weight. Bluetooth ghosts exist. Yes, sometimes your devices unionize and gaslight you for sport. I wanted clarity, but every time I asked a question, I got a TED Talk on boundaries. "I need privacy," she said, locking her messages. I nodded. Privacy is normal, but our scale sending postcards from a neighboring area code felt less like privacy and more like performance art. Then push notifications turned into little landmines. Monday, weigh in at 6:06 a.m., geotag near a freeway interchange 2 cities over. Tuesday, weigh in at home. Friday, 6:12 a.m., different Wi-Fi. Congrats on your sudden muscle gains. The scale had jokes. I did not. Maybe the gym has a Wi-Fi extender? I told the cat. The cat blinked like, pay rent first. So I did the sane, supportive husband thing. I exported the raw data. The app tried to hand me a wellness vision board. I asked for a CSV. I dumped it into a spreadsheet, and there it was. Latitude, longitude, timestamps, device IDs, and body metrics bouncing like a basketball in a tile hallway. I hovered over the numbers and whispered, "Please let me be wrong." Our routine kept spinning like nothing was off. She had client dinners that smelled like cologne I don't own. She showered late and locked the bathroom like it contained state secrets. I played crossword puzzles at midnight and pretended not to hear her phone ping with a ringtone named "Do Not Disturb." Bold choice. But the pattern wouldn't stop waving at me. 2 body compositions, same name. Hydration swinging from cactus to jellyfish. Visceral fat readings that didn't make biological sense unless someone swallowed a bowling ball and passed it on a road trip. I tried soft. "Hey, the scale's being funky," she smiled. "You know tech. It's probably a glitch." True, I know tech. Also true, glitches don't sign into home Wi-Fi. Alex's condo. Who is Alex? Why does Alex have faster internet than me? Why am I jealous of Alex's upload speeds while my marriage buffers? Still, I wanted to be fair. I tested the system. I lugged the scale to my friend Rahul's place, land of the free, weighed myself, watched the app tag his Wi-Fi perfectly. The system works. My stomach didn't. I started cross-referencing. Her calendar trainer nights overlapped with the scale's out-of-town pings. Her client dinners traced near an airport Starbucks like they were on a first-name basis. The gym integration cheerfully logged check-ins at Jack's Fit downtown, 500 miles away. The Venn diagram was a circle labeled, "You're not stupid." Underneath the jokes, a quieter line formed. If I say it out loud, it becomes real. If it's not real, I just accuse the person I love of being a ghost with great Wi-Fi. I set a rule to keep from becoming a conspiracy podcast. The data has to prove it before I ask her to. If I'm wrong, I'm the guy who wrecked his marriage over a temperamental bathroom tile. If I'm right, I'm married to an Olympic-level liar with a side hustle in my name. I didn't want to be either guy. Money started acting shy. A joint card blinked suspicious activity. Mystery charges appeared at a nutrition shop and a co-working space in that same zip code. She doesn't co-work. She resents co-living. I breathed. Audit the data, not the marriage. I opened integrations, health app, gym check-ins, payment widgets, and built a timeline. Monday and Friday pings far away. Tuesday home. Thursday mystery metrics. Every dot lined up with her trainer nights and client dinners. The pattern stopped being cute and started being a confession written in Bluetooth. That's when I stopped guessing and treated it like a project. Coffee, spreadsheet. New tab titled, Is My Scale Gaslighting Me? I said it out loud to hear how ridiculous my life had become. Then I hit save, because if my smart scale could keep secrets, so could I. Data doesn't lie. The first breadcrumbs. CSV open, coffee hot, my soul quietly edging toward the fire exit. The columns look like a NASA checklist. Timestamp, user, weight, body fat, hydration, device ID, latitude, longitude, Wi-Fi SSID. If my toaster starts asking for a W-2, I won't blink. I don't want to be the guy who ruins his marriage over a glitch. I also don't want to be the guy who pretends not to see smoke because he's scared of fire. So I hover over the data like it might bite and whisper, please let me be wrong. I sort by weekday. Pattern slaps me. Mondays and Fridays land 500 miles away in a city we visit never. Tuesdays, home sweet router. Thursdays flirt with an airport Starbucks like they have a private joke. I click a Monday. The Wi-Fi reads, Jax Fit 5G. Of course, the trainer named Jax has a network that sounds like a car with abs. The device ID doesn't match our scale. Translation, weigh-ins happening somewhere else, logged as her. 2 users, 1 profile, 0 shame. The metrics tell their own soap opera. Maya is heavier on Mondays and Fridays, bone mass a brick wall, hydration an otter. Tuesdays at home, she's back to petite cactus water. Visceral fat swings like a pendulum someone kicked. You can't fake density unless you're a building. I make a timeline. Dates, coordinates, SSIDs, weights, notes like Friday, magical glutes achieved. It looks like a serial killer's corkboard if the killer loved electrolytes. I test the obvious. Caching? Spoofing? I haul our scale to Rahul's land of the free. Step on. Watch the app nail his Wi-Fi like it studied for this. The system works. My denial does not. I try to laugh. It sounds like a hiccup. Next breadcrumb. App integrations. The gym app cheerfully logs. Maya checked in. Jax Fit downtown at 6 a.m. 6:12. The scale logs a weigh-in at the same address. It's like watching raccoons rob a store. Chaotic, committed, synchronized. I cross-check her calendar. Client dinner right after the freeway toll windows. The Venn diagram is a circle labeled You're Not Stupid. Underneath, a smaller circle. If I say it out loud, it becomes real. I scroll to Fridays and freeze. First, 188, low body fat, bone mass Hulk. 2 weigh-ins, same minute, same profile, different bodies. Second, 134, softer, hydration normal. Either my wife can switch skeletons like outfits or someone else is stepping in as her. I love her T-Rex arms that wrestle pickle jars. Those arms aren't hiding a linebacker. I dig into device IDs. The second weigh-in comes from East Side Scale, a public lobby model from the same brand, tied to her email. The app even says, Welcome back, Maya, like a cheerful snitch. I rub my eyes and keep reading because clarity is cheaper than therapy. Money breadcrumb. The gym dues hit a merchant zip code that isn't ours. She told me it's national billing. Neat. The billing zip matches East Side Residences, a mid-rise that smells like lemon lice. I Google the address and find a lobby flyer. Residence Fitness Challenge, sponsored by, of course, Jax Fit. I don't believe in fate, but I believe in patterns that don't care if I'm ready. I need a sanity anchor. I call the gym pretending to be a rando. Do you offer couples plans? The voice like a bicep curl says, We sure do. Maya loves him. He tries to reel it back when I go, Maya who? But the hook's already set. I hang up and stare at the cat until he blinks judgment. Steps and payments join the choir. Her health app shows long walks that end near a freeway ramp, then a flat line. Car time, then steps clustered around East Side. Joint card throws flirty charges at a nutrition shop and a co-working space there. She doesn't co-work. She resents co-living. My stomach does a slow elevator drop. I run one last test because grief likes a second opinion. Tuesday morning, I step on our home scale at 6:10. Ping, home Wi-Fi. At 6:12, Maya weighs in from Jax Fit 5G, 500 miles away. Same profile, Schrodinger's.
Spouse, here and there. The app chirps, Great progress, Maya, and I whisper, Yeah, no. I open the credit card portal and filter by merchant city. A toll charge pops with a tag number that isn't ours. Same plate format, different transponder. I call the toll agency. They say that tag is registered under our household and assigned to a 2023 silver SUV. We own a beige commitment to reliability. Silver SUV is news to me and my credit report. Back to the CSV. I color code entries like a kindergarten teacher on amphetamines. Blue for home, red for Jack's Fit, yellow for East Side. The screen becomes a caution flag. Every Friday, red. Every Monday, red. Tuesdays, blue. Thursdays, yellow, flirting with airports. It's a chorus, singing the same sad chorus. This isn't a glitch. And then the smallest line becomes the loudest. A device certificate tied to the East Side lobby scale shows her email plus a plus sign alias. The kind you make when you're sure nobody's watching. My chest tightens. Joke lands late. The scale isn't broken. My trust is. I sit with that for a full minute. No jokes. Just the sound of my own breathing trying to stay inside my ribs. I don't declare anything out loud. I just label the folder breadcrumbs, hit save, and pour more coffee I don't need. The data is a map. I'm the guy squinting at the legend, hoping the red line means detour and not cliff. Time to follow it, carefully, because the next breadcrumb is going to cost me more than sleep. Recon 1. The Friday disappearance. Friday shows up like a pop quiz I didn't study for. She ties her shoes, says, trainer. Early, kisses me with mint and nerves. I smile, crush it. Truth, my hands shake when the door clicks. I'm not proud of following her. I'm scared of who I'll be if I don't. 5 minutes. Keys. Breathe. I roll out behind her at a distance that's definitely not creepy, which is exactly creepy. She heads for the freeway, not the gym. My heart starts pinching my sternum. 2 cars back, then 3. A UPS truck wedges between us like a rhinoceros in a ballet. She takes the on-ramp. The truck and I bond over our shared inability to accelerate. By the time I clear the merge, she's gone. Vapor with a ponytail. Okay, adapt. I pull into a gas station, buy a banana shaped like a parent-teacher conference, open our bank app. Fuel purchase pings 4 exits ahead. Hers. Toll account next. The crossing shows a tag number I don't recognize. Same plate format, different transponder. I call the toll agency. That tag is registered under your household, the rep says, assigned to a 2023 silver SUV. We own a beige commitment. Silver SUV is news. I hang up, dig our email archive, search dealership. A welcome letter pops for Maya, thanking her cosigner. Cosigner. There's a financing agreement PDF. My signature waves like, hey, you didn't sign me. My S normally loops like a shy violin. This one looks like a snake on Ambien. There's grief under the anger. Some kid in me believed marriage meant nobody would use my name as a tool. I call the dealership. Finance guy reads back the mailing address. Not our house. Do you need copies, resent, mister? He uses my last name like a dare. Nope, I squeak, and hang up before my dignity files a complaint. She's gone downriver. I follow the data instead of her bumper. UPS account logs show a recent delivery signed by Maya S. to an address in the same zip as East Side, not our home. I save it, tell the banana it's doing great, and drive. The building is mid-rise smug. Glass, lemon lobby, plants that cost tuition. I can't get past the fob doors, so I play civilian. Leasing office? Concierge says, out. Bulletin board says, Residence Fitness Challenge, sponsored by Jack's Fit. Of course it is. I laugh once, broken whistle loud. Concierge flinches. I point at the flyer like I also live. Mailboxes line the wall like teeth. One slot chokes on envelopes stamped past due in fonts that believe in themselves. I don't touch. I just memorize names, lenders, and the way my spine hums Jurassic Park. A woman with a dog and gym hair breezes by, sees me reading the board. You should sign up. Maya and her boyfriend are killing it. I swallow a squeak. Oh yeah? Beanie guy. Sweet. Carries all the heavy stuff. Of course he does. The elevator dings. 2 bros step out, prop the door. I slip in with nothing but adrenaline and politeness. They tap 4. I say, thanks, hands full, holding air. 4th floor smells like eucalyptus and denial. I don't go near doors. I scan the lot from the window. There it is. Silver SUV, temporary tag, gym sticker. I zoom with my camera. Tag matches the toll transponder account. I whisper, bingo, like I wear a badge. Back in the lobby, I spot it. A glossy lobby smart scale. Same brand as ours, waiting to judge residents. The neighbor's line clicks. Boyfriend keeps using the lobby scale because it syncs better with her app. That explains the device IDs, the hulky bone mass, the app chirping, welcome back. Maya to someone built like a linebacker. I step outside, call Experian, Equifax, TransUnion, and a bureaucratic triathlon. Fraud alert, freeze, file FTC identity theft report, then call the non-emergency line for a case number. Paperwork is my cardio. I add the numbers to my growing shrine of sanity. I circle for a final pass. A moving van unloads a framed poster. Discipline is freedom. I cough laugh. Sure. And forgery is cardio. The concierge phones someone. I keep walking because I look like a man who talks to bananas, and that's not a crime yet. In the car, I build the micro timeline so I don't gaslight myself later. 5:41 a.m. Toll tag crosses. 6 a.m. Gym check-in logs at Jack's Fit downtown. 6:12 a.m. Lobby scale. Welcome back, Maya. Device East Side scale. Weight 188. Bone mass brick. 6 a.m. 13 a.m. Second way in. Same profile. 134. Hydration normal. 2 bodies. 1 login. 1 apartment. I drive home because I don't trust myself to knock on doors and make my life worse. On the way, I dictate a note. Affair probable. Identity misuse confirmed. Financial exposure active. It sounds clinical because if I name the hurt directly, I might pull over and cry into a steering wheel shaped like a bad decision. Back at the kitchen table, I print screenshots like a dad making a science fair. Lobby scale page, tag match, device IDs. The flyer with Jack's Fit's logo smirking. I slide them into sheet protectors because if the marriage is going to melt down, at least the paper stays crisp. My phone buzzes. A calendar block drops into her shared calendar. Client lunch, bicep emoji. The data pings inside me like a smoke detector that's tired of being right. I whisper to nobody, I see you, and the nobody echoes back with silence. I don't confront, not yet. She'll rotate passwords, nuke integrations, call me controlling. I need proof that breathes on its own. So I label a folder Friday, create a subfolder called I am not crazy, and save every file twice. Then I drink water like it's a spell, stare at the door she'll walk through later, smelling like citrus and alibis, and repeat the only rule that's kept me from exploding. Audit the data, not the marriage. For now. The second apartment. I'm back at East Side the next morning, dressed like a man whose hobby is returning packages. Neutral hoodie, neutral face, a confidence level set to, may I leave a note? I rehearse a harmless smile in the car mirror until I look like a mall directory. Inside, the same lemon lobby. Same concierge, the human screensaver. I say friendly, hey, I'm helping my cousin move this weekend. Quick question on garage hours? He points to a laminated sheet that smells like policy. I nod like it's poetry. I float toward the bulletin board again. Residence Fitness Challenge. Jack's Fit logo grinning at me like a protein mascot. Under it, a sign-up sheet. Someone added Maya plus guest in neat, deadly handwriting. My pulse taps Morse code. You're not imagining this. I take a wide, clean photo that includes the date, the header, the lobby clock in frame. Not a creeper, a curator. I need a breadcrumb I can notarize. I step to the desk. Could I leave a note for Maya, 4B? He tilts his head. We don't give out unit numbers. I nod like I didn't just say one. Totally, I'll leave first name on the board. I write, Happy Training M on a sticky and place it by the flyer. Harmless, documentable. My stomach still knots like a charging cable. Outside, I call the landlord number pinned to the corkboard. Hi, confirming auto pay email for 4B, Maya Fit Plus East Side. There's a pause that sounds like a frown. We don't confirm tenant info. I exhale through my nose. Right? The reason I ask is my identity was used on credit tied to that lease, and I filed an FTC report and police case number. I read both. He softens half a centimeter. We have Maya Fit Plus East Side on file. That's all I can say. It's enough. I thank him. Log the call time. Notice the way my own name feels like a bruise I keep bumping. A woman with a mini Australian Shepherd and post-workout hair comes through the doors like she owns oxygen. She sees me looking at the lobby scale, grins. You trying it? It'll shame you into drinking water. I grin back. I prefer my shame artisanal. She laughs. Maya's boyfriend uses it every morning. Dude is dense, like in the science way. She pats the dog. He sets personal records for carrying boxes, though. The dog sneezes agreement. I want to ask, how long, how loud, how dare? Instead, I say, is the challenge prize good? She shrugs. Gift card, bragging rights. They're winning on consistency. I nod like I'm not memorizing the cadence of betrayal. My humor wants to lead. I let it sit in the back seat and watch the road for once. The elevator dings. I ride again with strangers because it's the only way up without a fob. 4th floor opens to eucalyptus and expensive decisions. I don't approach doors. I find the window to the lot. Silver SUV sits smug under a tree. I zoom my camera, capture the temporary tag bracket with the dealership logo that matches the welcome email. Then a second photo, wide, catching the floor sign, the angle, the timestamp. Evidence that survives a windy day. On the way down, the elevator mirrors me back. Puffy eyes, a jaw practicing not to clench. I say in my head what I'm scared to say out loud. I wasn't dumb for trusting. I was kind. That line surprises me. It sits somewhere between pity and permission, and I let it. I step outside and dial the 3 credit bureaus again because bureaucracy loves redundancy. Add extended fraud alert, FTC report attached, police case number on file. My voice is steady now. Rehearsal breeds calm.
I call identitytheft.gov back to update the narrative with the lobby scale device certificate I pulled last night. Upload, attach, breathe. The administrative version of praying. I drive a slow circle around the block and park where I can see the front door without seeing my future. Delivery van pulls up. The driver buzzes, says package for 4B, propping the door open with a box labeled PowerMass Blender Pro. Of course, a tenant slips in behind him. I don't need more than I already have. My phone pings. The Scale app throws up a passive-aggressive battery good for East Side Scale. It feels like a wink. I screen record the device page, scroll to show SSID, model, serial, the last weigh-ins. A living timeline in teal confetti. The part of me that loved building IKEA furniture is satisfied. The part that loved my wife is tired. I send everything to a fresh folder called Apartment 2 because calling it the second apartment makes my throat close. In my notes, I write a sentence that hurts and helps. She built a parallel life, then used my name to pay the rent on it. I don't embellish, I don't add jokes. The truth doesn't need seasoning. Before I leave, an older resident shuffles by, nods at the board, says to no one, "People always think the lobby scale lies. It doesn't. It's the mirrors." He keeps walking. I stand there, stunned by a stranger's proverb, and realize I've been arguing with reflections for weeks. The scale didn't betray me. It told me what I was too scared to read. I walk back to my car lighter by a few illusions and heavier by a binder's worth of proof. On the drive home, I pass a billboard for the gym's new challenge. Discipline is freedom. I actually smile. Sure, so is documentation. I roll down the window, let the lemon lobby air become regular street air, and decide that the next time I walk into that building, it'll be with a process server and a calm I can actually afford.
The $100,000 secret. Back in my car, I open the full credit report like I'm cracking a cursed tomb.